Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. It's an exciting day. We have a box, but not just any box. This is the box you've all been waiting for. Well, one of them anyway. Do you remember, you do if you thumb through our channel, about 7 months ago? Yeah, 7 months ago, we brought you an unboxing similar to this one of a revolutionary smartwatch that ended up becoming the seed for, 21, 22, I think over 22 videos. 22 videos on that one watch alone. And it came from one of our favorite companies, which is sending us the follow-on to that one, the Plus version of the #1 D5. The D5 Plus, which is the upgrade from the original D5 that includes a new processor and more memory, and perhaps some other goodies as well. And this unboxing and first look is going to take us through this. Now, as I begin, I want to tell you a couple of things. First of all, we've done a lot of videos on this channel with the original D5. And the D5 Plus, as an upgrade, still supports all of the software and watch faces and everything else you found in the original. So as you watch this unboxing and get yourself a D5 Plus, where did it go? There it is. Feel free to go back to the channel and look at all of these different videos. In addition to the unboxing, we looked at watch faces, processors, essential apps, keyboards, Wi-Fi, oh man, all sorts of things. The core apps, all of these watches apply, all of these videos apply not only to the D5, but this new D5 Plus. So, Smartwatch Ticks YouTube channel, you're on it, you're watching it, and this will feed in the things that you need to know before you even get your D5 Plus. Now, in addition to that, as we start to take a look at this, I want to also share with you, as this comes from #1. Wow, there it is. Whew, kind of dusty. We also are going to have in the show notes down below the video, just hit that show more button down at the bottom, and you're going to see a few things. First of all, we've been working very closely with #1 to not only bring you this brand new watch, but to bring you some really good buying links that you can order at a very substantial discounted price. So check out down below what #1 has come up with as a definite discount that will have the links to get you a really, really good price on this. In addition, we're also working with #1 on, we're going to try to put together a contest of sorts and maybe give away a watch. I don't know if it'll be this one or another one in the #1 line, but we're looking into that. So check down below as well. Hey, there's an update I see already. You see that little pin in the middle? Here's the original #1 dock. I know, I digress. Look in the notes and see if there's a contest going on and join in. At a minimum, I think all you got to do is subscribe to our channel and subscribe to #1's video channel. So those two subscriptions could earn you a chance at a contest prize. Let's look at these docks as I jump in here. Now notice, this has been something I've had issues with, a lot of people have, with the #1 original dock. You see that third pin in is kind of small or short, and the fourth one's kind of low too. The springs underneath these are springy pins that are supposed to make contact. They haven't really worked out well. And the outer two provide power to your watch. The inner two are for data connectivity, and sometimes this thing hasn't worked. What I've told folks and what's worked for me is when I see it down like that, I just kind of bang it and it'll pop up a bit. And then when I put the watch in, I know this is an unboxing for the other one, but something good to know. Then it seats properly. You hook that up to your computer and you can get the data connectivity. That's from the original #1. We first of all see that there's been a complete change in the #1 D5 Plus, where there's a little hole in here and there's a little pin, and when you put that puppy on, it locks in place. Yay! Can I spell that? Y-E-A, yay! That should give us much better connectivity. We have a screen protector that reveals a very nice screen. It's the same size. It's going to be easy to tell apart now. We got silver is the original and black is the new. Okay, let's see what else is in the box. We have the black screwdriver, a Phillips type screwdriver with extra screws down in here. There's the original cover. Extra screws because, of course, we have to take the back off in order to put the SIM card in. Okay, now, here's another little thing. You see, I'm so excited I'm not even on camera. Sorry about that, gang. You see the three little light thingies there? In the original one, we had only two. Can you see that? See, there's two. There's one diode and one receiver for doing your pulse reading. This has got three for better accuracy. So we got the new dock pin. We got the new heart rate monitor. Other than that, the speakers are in the same place. The back looks pretty much identical. The bands look identical. So there hasn't been any change in that. What else is in the box? I'm jumping all over the place. Screwdriver, screws, the USB cable, of course, and then there's the little user's manual, which is a very brief one. It talks about this stuff. Okay. Again, check in the show notes below this video for some price discounts on buying this watch, and maybe even being able to get it earlier than most places, because this is coming directly from No.1, the link source for it. And also check to see if we've got a contest going on. I haven't done that before, but No.1 wants to, so we're going to try to put it together and give away something fun for you guys. All you need to do is subscribe here and on No.1's website, and I'll have the link for that, of course, in the show notes. So that is the unboxing. If this has come with any power to it, it will turn on. And of course, I want to show you what happens when we fire it up, because this has got the new processor in it. So on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. We give them a try. Yeah, this one came up first, but you know, I might have pushed it a little earlier. This is the original No.1 D5. This is the new No.1 D5 Plus. Its audio is turned off. It should be making that same sound. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Wow, it's coming up slower. Of course, it's its first time booting up. We'll have to try it again after it's gotten stabilized somewhat. We later will do the Antutu tests on it so you can see how fast it runs. In the meantime, we're to our original clock face on both watches. And although they may look different in size, I think the black is elusive here. It's making this one look a little bit bigger. Let's see what we got in terms of installed watch faces. Okay, I'm not going to open them all up. I'm just going to slide through them so you can see if they have changed. There's these. Okay, so far they're the same faces that we've seen before. And of course we have videos on all of this on the original D5 on this channel. Basically, all this is the same. So no shift in the core watch faces that come with the watch from the original 7 months ago. The D5 Plus is Just an upscale in processor speed and memory. And of course, subtle changes like we've seen in the dock and in the heart rate monitor. Beyond this now, we get in here to a wave of digital ones. And on this one, because I have custom watch faces installed, we go into some of my favorite custom watch faces, which of course you can install on here as well. And they just go on and on and on. So we're going to just leave that alone and show you the rest of the digital ones, because after you go through all those, these digital, and there's some other analog ones appear as well. So just the parade of installed apps that come with it, watch faces. You don't need to do anything to get these. These come stock with the watch. So there's a lot of them, and you just simply press, hold, and slide to find the one that you would like to use that day. Touch on it, and you're back in business. A lot of watch faces. Again, you're just seeing the miniature thumbnail of each of them right now. When you touch it, it'll bring it back up big. The plus sign lets you actually add additional custom watch faces from the No.1 server that will be hosting lots and lots of these watch faces. And of course, you can install these things through a custom install process directly on your watch, like I've done on the original. And all of these are available too. So let's pick one. Just for general purpose. We haven't done anything. We're not on the internet, although it says it's September 13th, 2016. That's pretty cool. I guess it's been tested before they sent it out here to us. It's timing out rather quickly, so what I'm going to do first is go in here and adjust that. And yeah, let's do that, and then I'll show you the comparison. We just go to settings and go to our display and change the sleep to 30 minutes. And we won't be timing out as we run through and take a look at everything installed. Most likely, we're going to find that the apps are the same. Not the apps, but the settings. The settings. You got your basic clock settings, sound and display, connectivity, power saving, language and input, reset the equipment, your device management, uninstalling the apps, and about the device. This is where we find out what we're running that's different. We are on a D5 Plus versus a D5, running Android 5.1 versus 4.4.2. Android security patch level we have here, and then a baseband version, then the kernel version. You getting these all in focus, I hope? There, that's better. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll come back up again too. The build number and the custom build version. The nitty-gritty about what's installed in both of these at this point. And that's all in the About This Watch. Okay, so those are the whole settings portfolio. If you really want to go into a lot of detail on each and every one of the settings and how they're set up, hop on over to the original D5 video, because we cover all that in detail. This is going to be a quick overview of what we've got now on the new one. Coming back out here to here, and let's look at the apps. We've got a phone, your messaging, your contacts. We just went into settings, and in the health arena, this is where we have the heart rate and the pedometer. And in the heart rate, this one starts measuring immediately, the older one, and the new one asks us to tap to measure. Let's restart because I wasn't actually on it. My index finger on both of them is on the heart rate sensor. And it's doing measurement on both of them. It's locked in on the original 70, 76. It's jumping around now and giving us multiple readings. The new one is still hunting. And 72, 73, 75. You know, that seems relatively reasonable. I don't know. One of these days, I really am going to do a video on heart rate monitors. I've got one of those amazing blood pressure things that interfaces with an iPhone that gives you your systolic, diastolic, and accurate pulse rate. And we'll compare that reading to what you get from these different watches. But just from a cursory look, although they're jumping around a bit, of course I'm talking and moving some, it's relatively the same on both of them, and it's a continuous monitoring, you notice, with both of them as well. That's within the Health app. Then we have, of course, music and alarms, weather, your sound recorder, watch helper. This is where we do the connectivity for the limited tethering to your phone, which would be really nice if that could be improved. But as it stands right now, it pretty much is exactly the same. You have that barcode that you need to scan in, and that connects you with the software that you run on your phone to link to your watch to be able to do the tethering type stuff. And as you can tell, examining them, they're identical barcodes leading to the exact same software. So the tethering hasn't changed for the watches. They're the same as well. You've got the App Store, which is the small app store for selected apps that you can tie into, not the Google Play Store. A onboard barometer on both of them, your basic browser, your calendar, your downloads, of course, file manager. Let's take a look in here. Now, this is brand new. This I've filled up with a bunch of stuff already. But you see, if you have the used and available and you add those together, that tells you how much you have in terms of total available space to load in apps and watch faces and everything. So this is about 1.3 plus 6. It's somewhere near 2, right? About 2 gigabytes of the 4 that comes with this watch. This is an 8 gigabyte watch. So with the subtraction for the operating system and other ancillary software, and the fact that it's also using 512 megabytes of available customer memory added to the 5, it's about 5.5 gigabytes. 5.5 gigabytes versus about 2 gigabytes. Oops, I touched on it. And of course, you touch on it, you can go in and see all the folders of where all your apps and stuff are. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. And you're going to learn that you can put in a folder called Clock Skin, spelled exactly that way, and you'll be able to drop custom watch faces in specific folders that have the code that makes a watch face into this Clock Skin folder on your watch, your D5 Plus. It's not in here yet because I just took this out of the box, but you can load it up to create all these amazing and different custom watch faces. These are user-created, custom-designed watch faces. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. And we come back out of here to the Play Store, your standard Google Play Store, your Google Voice search. And now we're getting into customer installed stuff. The Antutu benchmark is what we use to give an overall rating for the watch. We will do this on this watch and this watch after I put this on the internet and download these apps. In the meantime, WhatsApp has been added as a core app on the new one. And the recent apps tab is where you can take these away one by one, or you can say close all, and that closes everything. Okay? So what else have we got? Well, if we slide down, nothing happens. A lot of the Android 5.1 watches, you do this and you get another information pane. You slide to the left and you'll get your notifications. You slide to the right and you get your music player. This is for your onboard music. one more, you get that health thing we went into, which is available on the app, or you can just do it right here. And you go one more and you've got your weather information. So if you look up at the top, you see that information panel. That shows you the pages that you've got and what page you're on, and the clock page is right there, the second one in. Going down brings up this page, which lets you do the tethering, the Bluetooth, or your Wi-Fi. You want to turn your Wi-Fi on in order for us to connect to the internet. Of course, got to establish that. There's your battery level indicator. All that's there, okay? So that's a run-through of everything we've got in the watch that comes stock with it. We have the same leather band, good quality. We have the upgraded charger. We have the upgraded heart rate monitor. What else can I tell you? It's a great watch. And it's brand new. It's coming out. It's the D5 Plus. It comes in silver, just like this one, or the black. And again, check the buying information just below this video to get the best price we can find on it, courtesy of No.1, and also look for some contest details so you might be able to win yourself one. Please subscribe to our channel and to the No.1 channel, and that should get you qualified for our contest. Thanks for watching Smartwatch Ticks, and we got lots more to show you on the D5 Plus. Well, welcome back. I know, that was quick, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and plow on through this. That was the unboxing and first look, but I know you guys want a deeper comparison, and you also want some specifics, so we're going to do that right now. I've taken a moment, and I've run through everything that I could find on the watches that was different, and I'm going to show it to you real quick. First of all, I've cranked the volume up on both of them. I want us to check out the sound recorders, and you can compare the volume between the two. The original D5, the new D5 Plus. We have no recordings. Let's begin. This is an audio recording test on the No.1 D5 and D5 Plus watches. We do done, we do save, we do recording file. And let's listen to this one first. This is an audio recording test on the No.1 D5 and D5 Plus watches. And now this one. This is an audio recording test on the No.1 D5 and D5 Plus watches. I'll try that again. This is an audio recording test on the No.1 D5 and D5 Plus watches. I'm running out of power over here, folks. This is an audio recording test on the No.1 D5 and D5 Plus watches. Okay, recorded at the same time, both at volume level 15. The speakers are in the same place on both watches, and that's the difference in tonality and volume between the two. You can use your own judgment on that. Let's get back. Let's go in again. I wanted to show you that in the settings area, in the sound area, you have completely different ringtones. Now, I don't mean there's more, they're different. This is the original one. Notice it has Agile, for example. This is the new one, and it doesn't even have Agile in it. So at the end of this video, which isn't too far away, I'm going to run through and play the ring sounds on both of the watches to fill up the rest of the hour. Oh, not another hour. Well, you know, skip them if you don't like them. That's why I'm going to put them at the end. But that's a difference between, that's a difference between the two watches, is the ringtones and the notification sounds. Other than that, they're pretty much identical. I haven't found any significant differences in any of the setup. So it's the same watch, just bumped up in memory and processor speed. So we are going to scroll to the bottom of both watches, and this is where the Antutu benchmark testing will be done. For those of you familiar with it, you know what we're doing. For those of you not, this is a type of a test that actually runs through a whole bunch of stuff on the watches to give you a score as to how good it is. We've done that before already here. It still has its number in memory. It's 10419, but you know what? I'm going to hit test again and let it run. This one is now trying to do the graphics test. There's nothing else on the watch now except for Antutu. So same thing with this. This was basically flashed again and is empty. So they're starting with absolutely nothing on it. And they're running through the processing tests on both of them. This will give us an idea of the speed and how much of a boost up speed there is in the new one. Okay, it's loading the garden test, which is one of the graphics tests. It is able to play this, which it couldn't play on the earlier model. Again, this is no screaming gaming watch. It isn't even comparable to the flagship phones on the market, even the last year or the year before flagship phones. But nonetheless, for a watch, we are starting to see some decent graphic processing capability that lets us do at least some good stuff. And it does show you that the processor has been bumped up on this. Now, of course, this is going to take longer to complete the test because it is doing those graphics. It's not able to do the physics simulation it's attempting to, but it still can't run that one. So even though this one will complete first, this one will had to do the graphics test, so it kind of fell behind. Okay, we're getting close, and there we go. We're done on both of them, and yes, indeed, it's more than twice the Antutu score on the brand new #1 D5 Plus watch. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, and that has to do with the docks. You remember the docks here? The original one here and the new one that has the pin in it? If you take the new one with the pin in it and you try to put it on the original D5, you'll find that it does not fit because that pin doesn't let the connectors connect. So you cannot use the plus connector on the original D5. However, if you take the original D5 connector and slap it on the back of the new D5 Plus, not only will it fit, there we go, but you get full data connection if the pins are all at the right height and everything, which I did. I connected this to the computer, and sure enough, not only did it charge, but it connected for data. So you can use the original D5 connector on the D5 Plus. Now, I did mention that we would, at the very end, go in and check out the different sounds that are available because they are different between the two watches, the ringtones and the notification sounds. So we will do that now. This wraps the video. I'll be sure to check below for the buying links and the contest. And other than that, thank you for watching. Check in again. Please subscribe. You need to for the contest, and we will be back. Here you go. All the sounds you ever wanted to hear, starting with Agile. And those are the ringtones from the original #1 D5 watch. Now, switching to the D5 Plus. Here we go. And there's a lot of them. Kick back. Enjoy. Well, there you go. That's all of them. Did you pick out your favorite? I did. Let's see. I liked this one. So I'm wondering, how much of a hit did this whole process take on the battery? It was almost fully charged when we started this. You figure it's above 50%? I think so. Anyway, let's find out. Ooh, 43% left. All right, and it's pretty hot. Wow, yeah. Did I show it to you on? I mean, it's the same as looking at the D5 on, but there's the D5 Plus. All right, that was just the ringtones. I'll be back after a brief rest with the notification sounds. As you can see on the original D5, the notification sounds are different than from the brand new D5 Plus. So let's listen to them on the original. And that's it for the No.1 D5 original. So let's get started on notifications for the D5 Plus. I'm going to play these 2 or 3 times because some of them are really short. Once again, from the top. I don't know if you can hear a rooster in the background, but they're out there today. Yeah, roosters in paradise. It's not part of the ringtone, just in case you're wondering. All right, that's it. Did you pick out your favorite? I did. Everybody should go through this at least once, if not just watching the video, huh? I liked the moonbeam. That's what I'm going to go with. All right, everybody, thank you for watching and sticking with us to the end. And once again, check the buying links. I've been working hard to get this in for you under $110 US, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised when the link is posted, which should be now, because we're ready to upload this video. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.